Good morning, brothers and sisters. My name is Nico, and I'm uploading a video to YouTube every single day so I get better at speaking to the camera. Today's topic is communication, so now I have a little bit of added pressure to perform better because if you don't deem me to be a good public speaker and a good communicator, then you're just simply not going to trust me. And the name of the game in YouTube is to show authority, to show why you should listen to me. Because, of course, why would you listen to a guy that can't even formulate a thought, who can't articulate what he's thinking inside his head, right? Well, let me tell you that this is the reason why communicating and articulating your thoughts is so dang hard. It's the pressure. It's why I'm messing up. It's why I'm not performing that well in this video. You see, you have been taught to think before you act. And I know you may be thinking, well, duh, you should obviously think before you act. You're not gonna go around in the street and start acting out all your intrusive thoughts. One example of an intrusive thought is throwing my phone in the water, or when I'm in a high building and just throwing it off, because I don't know, I get those thoughts. You shouldn't just act before you think then. You should think before you act. It's not that easy. It's not that black and white. And let me tell you why. Because society has programmed you to think before you act, you think way too much. You overthink way too much. You're always questioning whether what you have to say is good enough. And I've been uploading videos to YouTube every single day, and my first video that I uploaded, it was pretty hard. I stumbled a lot. I lost my train of thought. Why? Because I wanted to perform. Once I let go of me and what people thought of me, aka the viewers, even though that video got like 4 views, once I was able to just sit the camera down, place it down right where you are, and just yap about anything, it's gotten way easier. And I know, way easier said than done. How do you actually stop caring? Well, the answer is to reduce your expectations and detach from the outcome, which again is easier said than done. And a lot of you will have different journeys for achieving this outcome. I think the only reason as to why I was able to take action on this and act before I thought a little bit is because I read the book Psycho-Cybernetics, and it just fed me a bunch of information and values and mindset shifting realities where I was able to get the energy to take action and be convinced. And little by little, I started implementing that in family dinners, outside, in the gym. I would smile more just because I didn't doubt how stupid something was. Something that sometimes when I was at the dinner table with my girlfriend's family, I would be here. I was here wanting them to like me because they're my partner's family. Why wouldn't I want them to like me? And I was like, what do I say? Just all in my head overthinking, where I could have literally said any stupid BS. I could have complimented one of their family members' clothes. But to be honest, you should be sincere. If you don't think anything about the clothes, you shouldn't like. But literally just asking, how was your guys' day? In a confident tone, no one's really gonna think much of it. Well, to be fair, if you're someone who never speaks and is the shyest person ever, and all of a sudden you start talking, that is a big change. So you should probably take a different action step and do more little by little. So when you're interacting with family, friends, or strangers, well, actually, if it's a stranger, you could just ask, hey, how are you doing? You could ask a waitress at a restaurant, what do you recommend? You could ask the barista at Starbucks, what's your favorite drink? You could ask a worker at a store where the bathroom is. You could ask for directions to a stranger. And at the end of the day, once you stop caring what they might say, you will all of a sudden start speaking better. Again, me personally, I'm not a communication master, but I've noticed my ability to speak, at least to the camera, has gotten way better once I detach from expectations and just kind of get into a flow. Another really good tip I can give you is to get in a flow. You know you're gonna have to perform well socially, get yourself in a good mood. I know it sounds kind of surface level. Just be in a good mood, bro. Your energy will radiate and it will transmit to others. But trust me, that is honestly so true. I don't know the science. Go ask ChatGPT what the science behind frequencies and vibrations and energies you give off. And there's really good theories out there. And bro, come on, if haven't you seen those types of people who just radiate such confidence and energy? You just want to be like them because you know they're more successful. You know they have more friends, right? You see, right now I got into a flow and I was able to yap way better than the start of the video. I just got an idea. Maybe I should start getting into a flow before I start the video, right? I probably lost so many people in the first 30 seconds, but if you're still watching, thank you very much. At least you're not someone that's scrolling on TikTok and Instagram just brain rotting all day. At least you watched my boring, I don't know how long this video's been, 5, 6 minutes, 7, I don't. So literally, when you have to perform perform well socially, get into a good mood, get into a social state. Start by warming up. You know, when pro athletes have to perform at their game, they warm up. You can literally warm up too. You can literally start practicing your tonality while asking for directions or saying good morning to people, or heck, even listening to good music that just makes the world an aesthetic and you feel like you're a different person because your self-identity is reflected in your actions. Who you think you are is what everyone else is going to see. Now, I'll be honest, other people are very unfair and they'll think stuff that is very unfair of you, but your own self-identity will trump that. It's way more of a bigger impact than what the world thinks. And the good thing is you can control that if you believe in free will. I didn't believe it in a while. You're one of the rare few that doesn't believe in free will. I literally want you to dumb yourself down, lose a few IQ points, and don't accept that as a possibility. Be like everyone else in society that just says, oh, free will is real. You know what I mean? Literally stop it. Questioning free will almost doesn't serve you at all. It serves me because I can help some people that were like my past self that don't have an internal locus of control and think your circumstances are what shapes you. And I still think there's technically truth to that, but I'd rather think thoughts that serve me, because who are we to know the deepest intricacies and truths of the world? We're minuscule humans with no understanding, right? Last tip I want to give to you for communicating is doing it with goodwill. Genuinely, you should want to be a servant to others. And by servant, I don't mean you should be a slave. But if you just want good for the other person, you want them to feel good, you want them to thrive, you want them to be successful, and you authentically feel that within you, that energy is going to radiate. They're going to like you, and you're going to be insanely charismatic and a perfectly good communicator. I read a book called Charisma Myth that said the 3 most effective ways of communicating charisma are power, warmth, and presence. Power is just, honestly, I feel like that's the hardest to control because you have to be a successful person, at least according to society's standards. You either have to be in a leadership role or have accomplished big things that people want to accomplish. And anyways, the other ones are warmth and presence. Warmth is just goodwill, being like a warm person, kind and loving. Heck, bro, I'm gonna say fake it till you make it. And if you think you're being inauthentic, you are being inauthentic, but you're trying to change your current authentic self into a better authentic self, right? Does that make sense? You're already a different person to your teachers, to your parents, to your friends, to the people you speak on social media. They don't all see the same version of you, right? So which one of you is the most authentic version? You can create more versions of yourself. And heck, I know you have goals and I know you have desires, so please act like the person you want to be, not just the person who you currently are. And the last one is presence, and this is probably the easiest one to be charismatic and a good communicator. Presence just means pay attention, bro. If someone's talking to you, don't be thinking about anything else. Don't be thinking about what you gotta do later. Don't be acting all nervous. Just literally listen to their words. There's so much to unpack here. Honestly, I think the best baby step you can have right now is to focus on what other people are saying, which is eluding presence. So congratulations, if you stay to the end of the video, you got my best tip, which is to pay attention. And I know this may sound wishy-washy and nothing really deep. Trust me, if you pay attention, you'll stop running out of things to say. It will be that much easier for you to keep talking. You're actually going to be interested in other people, which is another thing I forgot to mention. You have to be interested in other people. But if you're present and you pay attention to them, you'll find a lot of people are really interesting. God bless you.